All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Bob just demonstrate the bow and arrow stance. So right now what you wanna think about is this foot here. Actually, come on the line, Bob, here so I can demonstrate off of the tape line. So if you look at the tape line, you have this toe, and you have it pretty much pointed directly over to this foot. Move this foot back just a couple inches here, just back like there. There you go. So if you look at that line, that's kind of where you're usually at. And if he pivots the heel back, he's back in the horse stance. So go in the horse stance. So you got the horse stance where they're pretty much in line. Move this foot back a couple inches. So we have that lineup. Bend the knees, and that's your horse stance. It could be at low, medium, or high levels. So when he pivots into the bow and arrow stance, he just brings this heel all the way around and sets it down. And when he goes back to horse stance, he brings the heel all the way back. So the foot's kind of stay in their same alignment. If he does the other side, he pivots the heel back, and then he's going into that bow and arrow stance there. So you have a little bend in the knee here. This one's more straight leg, but again, it's not a solid lockout. What I'm going to do to test his balance is I'm going to come on the backside, hold his shoulders, and he's going to stabilize his leg here. I'm going to put my weight on for a few seconds, and I'm going to go down. He goes in the horse stance, and he pivots to the bow and arrow stance facing the other way, and I do the same thing on this side. I'm here, and I practice putting my weight on him and seeing how stable that back foot bow and arrow stance is. And that's how you do that part. So he transitions back to the horse stance, to the bow and arrow stance this way, to the horse stance, to the bow and arrow stance that way. And then you could add hands, whatever you want to do with that. But that's the fundamentals on that part. So that's going from your horse stance to your bow and arrow stance, from your septima to your gunima. Good.